Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information on my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Sorry, Aquarius, I was distracted because it's like a slip of the tongue, right? Instead of saying signing up, I slipped and said signing out. So I got this image in my head in that moment of like, when you sign into a building, like you're a visitor in a building and you sign in, and then when you leave you have to sign out. So it's almost like I see you closing out a chapter in somewhere with something, like you are putting your final signature, your energetic signature on a situation that is just not serving you anymore. And what's really weird, I have the window slightly open and I hear, I don't know if it's somebody's car, they're playing their music very loud. It's kind of distracting, but it seems to be coming like right into my ear. So it's almost like saying, and now the birds are chirping. It's kind of like saying to me that there's a lot of fuss while you're doing this. There's a lot of voices and a lot of people with their opinions. I feel like this has been a theme that has come up for Aquarius before. It's like you are, maybe because you're kind of known as the trailblazers, it's like when you make moves, you incite or perhaps even trigger a lot of people. And they can't help themselves but like gossip or talk about it. So take that as it resonates. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one with the overall energy from the Starseed Oracle deck. And I'm going to be using a brand new deck that was gifted to me, the Butterfly Wisdom Tarot. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angel, spirits, guides, what messages do you have for Aquarius? Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. That's an interesting way to put that. Creative accountability. Spirit wants me to say it's almost like don't apologize for your ideas. One, because they're good ideas. And if they trigger people or they upset a status quo, you don't have to apologize for it. Also because, it's like your life is a canvas. You're creating your own reality. You're making manifest the vision that you have in your mind. And so when it actually happens, you don't have to apologize for your success. That's what it is. It's like this. It's like somebody accusing you of selling out. It's like when they see, let's just use an example. Taylor Swift, at the time that I'm recording this, Taylor Swift has recently released her new album. And she's one of the most famous people in the entire world. She's written a huge catalog of music. She's a musician, she's an artist, right? And I'm not even like her biggest fan or whatever, but I am a fan. I do enjoy her music, but I'm not a Swiftie or anything. Like, I'm too old to be a Swiftie. But already people are criticizing the album. They're not saying it's lyrically complex, which it's like, I listened to the album and I was like, no, there's some pretty good lyrics in these songs, but they're comparing it to her last album. And with her last album, they compared it to the album before that. And people have their favorites and people have their opinions. And honestly, she's going to take it all the way to the bank. And there are people that are undoubtedly going to say, or have said, and will continue to say, that she sold out. What happened to that quaint country singer that she started out as? Like, what happened to that person? It's just like, well, she became a mogul. She went after what she wanted every step of the way. She manifested her reality. And there are just people that aren't going to be able to handle that. And you're doing the same thing. You're making something happen for yourself, and there are just some people that just refuse to acknowledge your success. They refuse. They don't have to, unless you let them. Let's get some cards for Aquarius, please. Angel, spirits, guides, what messages do you have? Okay. Queen of Wands in reverse and the Four of Cups. This is interesting. It might get to you from time to time. And it could be because maybe one of your biggest detractors is somebody who's very close to you, like a parent, a sibling, a best friend. Because the Queen of Wands in the upright, I mean, this is like confidence, beauty, power, in the divine feminine, the attractor energy. The Queen of Wands knows exactly who she is. When the card is in reverse, it's like a debilitated version of that. It's like feeling like self-doubt, not totally believing in oneself, not totally embracing one's power. Like a fly in the ointment. There's a fly in the ointment. With the Four of Cups, this is a card of complacency, boredom, apathy. I don't see it quite like that for you. I see it more as I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of being made to feel that I'm not worthy enough or good enough, or it's really feeling like a heavy parental. It's almost like it doesn't matter what you accomplish or what you do, it's just never going to be good enough for your parents or something like that. And you're tired of it. And you should be. I mean, feel what you want to feel, but it just came out. You should be tired of it. That's part of the lesson though, right? We're here to learn lessons, and maybe the lesson is that you can't please everyone. So don't try. It's not about pleasing everybody. It's about living authentically. Because I see here with this card, right? There's this kind of landscape, this terrain here, and all of this energy up here. It feels almost like bejeweled. It feels like it's faceted. And in terms of an image, it's like, well, those two textures don't go together. Why would you put those in the same image? It's just like, it's a very superficial example to show me that like you're going against the grain. You're keeping people guessing. Like, you're not going to take the standard route of, I'm going to draw the foreground, the middle ground, and the background, and we're going to have a nice little sky scene or whatever. It's like, no, I'm doing something different. I'm branching out. I'm being courageous in my expression, in my action, in how I live my life. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, the wounded warrior. That's what they call this card. The wounded warrior. But not giving up. Look at that. Look at that. It's like that cut in the butterfly's wing. Doesn't stop you from flying though, but it is a mark. It is a mar on the wing. It's like the wings being clipped. Nine of Wands can talk about just all of the experiences that we've gathered over our lifetime, kind of carrying all of that with us. Is sometimes that experience serves to be a burden. I'm thinking of somebody very close to me who has experienced a certain level of trauma in his life, and I think sometimes it gets in his way, as trauma does, right, when it's unhealed. But again, it goes back to like the stories that we tell ourselves about who we are. We can change that narrative. It's not about lying. It's not that we didn't go through experiences that challenged us and made us who we are. It's not about lying. It's more about like, I'm choosing to see that these were lessons and challenges that made me the resilient, thank you, Spirit, person that I am. As opposed to saying, I've been beaten and battered by life. There's like framework. There's a different way to frame something. Some more for Aquarius. Some more messages for Aquarius, please. Okay, 3 cards in reverse. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Discs. There has been a scenario where things felt unfair, unbalanced. This is a card of reciprocity. In reverse, it's just like there's unfinished business. Comeuppance. Spirit just said the word comeuppance. Where are my flowers? You know, it's like when you, that expression, it's like, oh, they got their flowers. It's like being on the stage and receiving flowers, like getting your recognition. Got to be careful with this energy because you don't want to be, you want to try not to be cynical or resentful because that stays heavy in your heart. And you don't need that. Hard to let it go. And I'm not telling you what to do, just putting it out there. But it stays heavy in your heart. Cynicism. This is just how life is. I mean, that's... It's like giving up before things get good. 5 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, and you're trying. I can see that. 5 of Cups is a card of depression sometimes. crying over spilled cups, feeling like all is lost, sadness in the heart. And you got the card in reverse. It's like, because it can be a card of martyrdom. Look at me and all that I've sacrificed, and you're stepping out of that energy, which is good. You do have the Emperor in reverse, though, for number 4 of the major arcana, Aries energy. The power of all 4 kings. It's the Emperor, divine masculine, the ultimate divine masculine, the highest of them. When the Emperor is in the upright, it's talking about a person that is in complete control. They're a boss, they're a CEO, they're in charge. They know what they want, they go after it, they get it. What is that song? I want it. No, I like it. No, I don't know what it is. I like it, I want it, I see it, it's mine. Something like that. I doubt that's the order, but could be. But you got this card in reverse. It kind of shows me like, it's tough. Look, it's tough when I see this like crazy scenario where like maybe you're like, it's just an example. Let's say you're like the CEO of a company. Maybe it's your own company, right? You're the CEO of your own company. You have 2 employees, but hey, we got to start somewhere, right? And you're really proud of that. Founder, CEO, Honey Inc. or whatever, like it, you're really proud of that. And you're successful. Even if you only have 2 employees, you're successful. And just somebody comes in and says, what do you do? Oh, you're the CEO? It's like they cast doubt, they cast judgment on whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish. You've beaten all the odds. You made things happen, but it just takes like one crappy comment to put you in this energy again. So you got to be careful that you don't let the bastards grind you down. That saying, that famous quote, don't let the bastards grind you down. That's what Spirit is giving me right now. The World card in reverse and the 9 of Pentacles. Excellent. So the World card in reverse, yeah, there's still some things. There's still some, there's just like this Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like, there's still some things that we need to reconcile here. We need to negotiate some unfinished business. The World card is like closing out a chapter so we can just start fresh, start anew. You're working on that right now. You know that there's something that needs to be settled or dealt with. Even if it's just like you putting your foot down. Just saying, you know what? I didn't ask you for your opinion. I didn't ask you for your advice. I didn't ask you for anything. So just stay out of it. I'm doing my thing. Right? And further clarified by the 9 of Discs, the 9 of Pentacles. Singular, independent energy. This is you giving yourself your own flowers. This is you having invested, deeply invested in self, working on self, building self, and enjoying the fruits of your labor. That's pre-Empress energy. Making significant strides and doing it on your own. And it sucks sometimes, right? Like to be the only one that believes in you, right? It's really weird because sometimes like I'll be online, I'll be on whatever, Instagram, and you know, there's certain social media influencers who kind of chronicle their lives. They show you what they do for a living, their day-to-day, the hustle, the hustle, the hustle. And there's some people that have these just like small businesses or whatever. And they're like, let's say they're just making t-shirts or mugs or whatever, something small, but they like love their stuff. They love selling their stuff. Maybe they sell stickers. I don't know. And they chronicle the journey of building their business. And there are all these detractors that just want to crap on them because they make stickers with drawings of cats and dogs. It's like, why did you even waste the energy of leaving a nasty comment? Do you know why people do that? Because they're not doing anything with their lives. And they have to rain on other people's parades. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening to you to a certain extent right now. And you're just like rising above it. Let's get a card of advice for Aquarius. It's kind of making me mad for you. Get a card of advice from Spirit. Spirit, bring it on. Bring it all home for us. That's a piece of advice. Look at this. Look at this. The Devil card in reverse, number 15 of the Major Arcana. Capricorn energy. Devil is all about being trapped and bound. Negative self-talk, doubt, workaholism, all the isms, addiction energy, codependency, blah, blah, blah. Like all this shadow energy. It's in reverse. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Page of Cups. And I want to point out something to you, okay? This is the last card. This is Spirit's advice. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Page of Cups. Taking steps forward. The card that you got at the beginning, your life is a canvas. Spirit does not make mistakes when I pull cards. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful synchronicity. Thank you, Spirit, for showing Aquarius that their resourcefulness, their expression, their love, and their creativity will reap many rewards and give them many flowers. That's your reading, Aquarius. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aquarius.